Have you ever wondered what magical worlds lie hidden beneath the surface? Behind an ordinary well? Beyond a golden door? Tonight on Fantasy Gleam, we bring you a story of two sisters, a mysterious realm, and the wondrous consequences of kindness and laziness. This is Mother Holle's Surprise, Miracles and Surprises. Settle in and let your heart open, because in this story, even a single act of love can change everything. Once upon a time, nestled in a distant valley full of wind-whispered pines and quiet streams, there lived a sly and proud woman with two daughters, Emily and Emma. The mother loathed work. She reveled in elegance, in ease, in having others do the chores. Emma, the younger, was lazy and flighty. She lived in her own dreamy world, always seeking her mother's admiration. Emily, in contrast, was diligent, steady, and tender-hearted. Yet the mother favored Emma, seeing her as a fragile child unworthy of scolding, so Emily ended up doing all the housework. From dawn until dusk, Emily cooked, cleaned, washed, and mended. If a meal displeased her mother, she would sneer, "Go cook it again." One bright morning, the mother called to Emily across the hall. "Emily, finish cleaning this, then do your cross-stitch and carry it to the market. Work is piling up, don't grow lazy." Emily rose and took thread and hoop. She stepped outside toward the well in the yard and began stitching in the soft sunlight. She threaded each stitch carefully, her mind half on the patterns. Suddenly, a rooster descended, landing on Emily's head, crowing loudly. Startled, she flung her arms upward to ward it off, but in doing so, her cross-stitch work tumbled from her hands and plunged into the dark well. Horror struck. Emily gasped. If Mother finds out, she'll be furious. She fretted. The rooster flapped away, and the cross-stitch lay invisible beneath the water. She peered down. The bucket was still suspended above. She tried leaning forward to reach it, but she lost her balance and slipped. She fell in. She closed her eyes. When she opened them, she found herself in a garden of breathtaking beauty. A carpet of blossoms stretched around her. Roses, lilies, daisies, all painted with dew and sunlight. She rose, disoriented but curious. As she wandered, she heard a faint rustling. A rabbit struggled, its carrot stuck in the earth. The rabbit pleaded, "Please help me pull this out." Emily knelt and with gentle strength freed the carrot. The rabbit thanked her with twinkling eyes, bounding away into the blooms. Further on, a wilted rose drooped. Its petals were dry, its stem limp. Emily rushed to a nearby fountain. She cupped cool water in her hands and poured it at the rose's roots. Almost at once, the rose revived, its petals lifted. A sweet fragrance blossomed on the air. Emily sighed, comforted. She continued walking. In the distance, she saw a solitary house. In front stood a woman with stern, weathered features. Yet Emily approached. The woman smiled and introduced herself. "I am Holle. Do not fear me. Come closer. I have something to tell you." Emily, though cautious, stepped forward. Holle said gently, "You seem lost. If you stay and help me care for my little home, you may remain as long as you wish. Your only task is this: every morning, cover my bed with soft feathers." Emily's heart fluttered. She replied, "I long to return home, but I do not yet know how. I will stay and help you." Holle led her inside. Emily, with care, each dawn fluffed and covered the bed with feathers. Holle cooked nourishing meals and welcomed Emily with warmth. Emily settled into her chores gracefully. Days passed, and though Emily felt content, she missed her home, her mother, and even Emma. One evening, she said, "Dear Holle, I love being here, but I wish to return home now." Holly's eyes glimmered with sadness and pride. "Very well," she nodded. "Walk with me. I shall guide you." They approached a glowing golden door. Holle touched Emily's shoulder and said, "Pass through this door, dear child. As Emily stepped inside, the transformation began. Her simple dress turned radiant, golden jewelry adornments appeared. Her cross-stitch, once lost, materialized in perfect form in her hands. Holle smiled. This is your reward for labor done with love. Here, too, is your lost cross-stitch. Then Holle instructed Emily to close her eyes and count to 3. Emily whispered, 1, 2, 3. When she opened her eyes, she stood before her cottage glow on her, jewelry shimmering. A rooster crowed outside. Emily is back. See how she glitters in gold. Her mother and Emma rushed out, astonished to behold her radiant form. Emma's eyes glowed with envy. How is this even? Where did this gold come from? She stammered. Their mother, her voice trembling, asked, My child, how did you obtain these beautiful clothes and jewelry? Emily told of her adventures with Holle and of the gift she had earned by kindness and perseverance. Her mother's heart stirred with greed and ambition. She called to Emma, Go to that well. Perhaps the same magic will grant you blessings. Eager, Emma raced to the well. She threw her cross-stitch into it and scrambled in after it. When she opened her eyes, she found herself in the same enchantment-laced garden Emily had wandered. The rabbit appeared first, pleading for help with its carrot, but Emma refused. She crossed past it without a glance. Next she came to the wilting rose, but again she declined its plea. I won't water you, she muttered, and hurried onward. At last she reached Holly's house. Holle welcomed her. She explained the rule. Each morning, cover my bed with feathers. Emma complied the first day, but out of laziness she soon neglected the task. A bed lay unkempt. Chores went undone. Holly's face hardened. She declared, It is time for you to return home. Emma, fueled by greed for gold, was eager. Holle led her to the golden door and said, Step through, but let your heart be true. Emma passed through, but instead of gold, mud cascaded over her, soaking her clothes and covering her in filth. Emma screamed in shock. Holly's voice echoed, Because your service was done by half measures, the magic fails you. She said gently, Close your eyes, count to 3, and return home. Emma obeyed. When she opened her eyes, she found herself back near the cottage, muddy and weak. The rooster crowed, Emma is back. See how she is turned into mud. Her mother and Emily froze. Emma tried to explain, but only mud and regret fell from her lips. From that day on, Emma understood. Work done with love, honesty, and diligence yields treasures of the heart and magical rewards. She threw away laziness and began to work alongside Emily, stitching, selling, caring. Their home blossomed in peace, respect, and shared joy. And so they lived and prospered together ever after. Thank you for joining me tonight on Fantasy Gleam for Mother Holle's Surprise, Miracles and Surprises. May you always remember, every small act of kindness, every moment of honest work can open golden doors. If you enjoyed the story, please like, share, and subscribe so more children can hear these magical tales. In the comments, tell me, which part filled your heart? The golden door, the magical garden, or Emma's transformation? Until next time, may your dreams be golden and your heart kind.